us a joke. Tell us a funny story to make us all laugh. I don't know what's the matter. We're all so solemn. Is it because I've been stood up by my boat? It's the first time in my entire experience with men, and I've had a good few wall starts that I've actually been stood up by anybody. I don't know how to take it. Come on, Stanley, tell us a story, something to help us out.
How do you think you like my stories?
I like them when they're amusing, but not indecent.
I don't know any refined enough for your taste.
Then let me tell one.
Yes, you tell on Blanche. You used to know lots of good stories.
Let me think. I must run through my repertoire.
Oh, yes, I love fairy stories. You're my fairy stories.
Well, this one's about the old maid and the parrot. This old maid, she had a parrot that cursed a blue streak and knew more vulgar expressions than Mr. Kowalski.
Huh?
The only way to hush the parrot up was to put the cover back on its cage so it would think it was nighttime and go back to sleep. Well, one morning, this old maid had just uncovered the parrot for the day. Well, whom should she see coming up the front walk but the preacher? Well, she rushed back to the parrot and slipped the cover back on its cage and let in the preacher. And the parrot was perfectly still, just as quiet as a mouse. But just as she was asking the preacher how much sugar he wanted in his coffee, the parrot broke the silence with a loud, "God damn, it was a short day." Apparently, Mr. Kowalski was not amused.
Mr. Kowalski is too busy making a pig of himself to think of anything else.
That's right, David.
Your face and your fingers are disgustingly greasy. Go wash up and come clear the table.
That's how I'll clear the table. Don't ever talk that way to me. Pig, Polak, disgusting, vulgar, greasy. Them kind of words have been on your tongue and your sister's for way too long around here. Who do you think you are? A pair of queens? Remember what you long said? Every man is a king. And I'm the king around here. So don't you forget. My places are all cleared. You want me to clear your places?
What happened? What happened while I was bathing? What did he tell you, Stella? Did he tell you something about this? You knew why Mr. Coleman won't tell me. I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him on the phone. I wish you would. I intend to be given some explanation from someone.
I hope you're pleased with your doings. Never had so much trouble swallowing food in my life looking at that girl's face and that empty chair.
Hello? Mr. Rich? Please, then I'd like to leave a number if I may. Magnolia 9047. And say it's important to call you. It's very, very important. Thank you.
Still. It's gonna be alright after she goes and after you've had the baby. It's gonna be alright between you and me the way that it was. You remember that way that it was? Them nights we had together? God, honey. I wish we can make noise in the night the same way as we used to. And get the colored lights going. With nobody's sister behind the curtains to hear us.
Come on, Becky.
Lots of things could have happened.
There's no excuse for it, Seth. I don't have to put up with insults. I won't be taken for granted.
God damn, it's hot in here with the steam from the bathroom.
I said I was sorry 3 times. I take hot baths for my nerves. Hydrotherapy, they call it. You help me, Polak. Without a nerve in your body, of course you don't know what anxiety feels like.
I am not a Polak. People from Poland are Poles, not Polacks. But what I am is 100% American. Born and raised in the greatest country on earth, and I'm proud as hell of it. So don't ever call me a Polak.
Oh, that's me. I
I'm not sure. Keep your seat. Hello? Oh, hello, Mac.
Oh, keep your hands on me, so. What is the matter with you? Why do you look at me without putting the...
Quiet there! We've got a noisy woman on the place. Go on, man. At Riley's? Nah, I don't want to bowl at Riley's. I had a little trouble with Riley last week. Yeah, well, I'm the team captain, ain't I? All right. We're not gonna go bowl at Riley's. We're gonna go bowl at the west side or the gala. Yeah. All right, Mac? See you. Sister Blanche, I've got a little birthday remembrance for you.
Have you stand here? I wasn't expecting any. I don't know why Stella wants to observe my birthday, as I much rather forget it when you reach 27. Well, age is just a subject you prefer to ignore. Well, what is it? To me.
Yes, I hope you like it.
Why?
Take it back to Laura on the Greyhound Tuesday. Well,
You didn't need to do that.
don't forget all that I took off.
You needn't have been so cruel to someone alone as she is.
Delicate piece she
She
is.
is. She was. You didn't know Blanche as a girl. Nobody was as tender and trusting as she was. But people like you abused her and forced her to change. Do you think you're going bowling now?
Sure.
You are not going bowling. Tell me, why did you do this to her?
I've done nothing to no one. Let go of my shirt. You've torn it.
I want to know why. Tell me why.
When we first met, me and you thought I was calm. Oh, how right it was, baby. I was common as dirt. You showed me the snapshot of the place with the columns. I pulled you down from those columns. And how you loved it. Having the colored lights go. And wasn't we happy together? Wasn't it all okay till she showed you? And wasn't we happy together? Wasn't it all okay till she showed you? Hoity-toity describing me as an ape. Hey. What's the matter, Stella?
Take me to the hospital.
Who is it, please?
It's me, Midge.
have anything awful caught in your head. I don't know what there is to drink. I haven't investigated.
I don't want Stan's liquor.
It isn't Stan. Everything here isn't Stan. Some things on the premises are actually mine. How's your mother? Is your mother well?
Better than yesterday.
Things the matter tonight. But never mind, I won't cross-examine the witness. I'll just pretend that I don't notice anything different about you. That music again.
What music?
Poor Subiana. The polka tune they were playing when Alan... Wait. You know, the shot, it always stops after that. Yes, now it's stopped.
Are you boxed out of your mind?
I'll go and see what I can find. Oh, by the way, excuse me for not being properly dressed, but I'd practically given you up. Had you forgotten your invitation to supper?
I wasn't going to see you anymore.
Wait a minute, I can't hear what you're saying, and you talk so little that when you do say something, I do not want to miss a single syllable of it. What am I looking around here for? Oh, yes, liquor. There's so much excitement around the place that I am boxed out of my mind. Salvin comfort. What is that, I wonder?
If you don't know, that must belong to Stan.
Take your foot off the bed. It has a light cover on it. Of course, you boys don't notice things like that. I've done so much with the place since I've been here.
Bet you have.
Well, you saw it before I came. Well, look at it now. This room is almost dainty. I want to keep it that way. Wonder if this stuff ought to be mixed with something. Sweet. Terribly, terribly sweet. Oh, yes, it's a liqueur. I believe that's what it is, a liqueur. I don't know if you like it besides.
Told you already. I don't want his liquor in a minute. You'll tell Leo his liquor. He says you've been lapping it all summer like a wildcat.
What a fantastic statement. Fantastic of him to say it and fantastic of you to repeat it. I won't descend to the level of such cheap accusations to answer them even. What is the matter tonight? I see something in your eyes.
It's dark in here.
I like it dark. The dark is comforting to me.
I don't think I've ever seen you in the light. That's a fact.
Is it?
I've never seen you in the
Whose
afternoon.
fault is that?
You never want to go out in the
Why, but
afternoon.
you're the plans in the afternoon.
Not Sundays afternoon. I've asked you to go out with me sometimes on Sundays, but you always make an excuse. You never want to go out till after 6 and 10 in some place that is not lighted much.
There is some obscure meaning in this that I failed to catch.
What it means is I've never had a real good look at your plans. Let's turn the light on here.
Oh, what light? What for?
This one with the paper thing on
Why did
it!
you do that for?
So I can take a look at you. Go and
Of
play.
course, you don't really mean to be insulting.
No, just reaction.
I don't want realism! I want magic!
Magic.
Yes, magic! I try to give that to people. I misrepresent things to them. I don't tell the truth. I tell what ought to be the truth. And if that is sinful, then let me be damned for it. Don't turn that light.
I don't mind you being older than what I thought. But all the rest of it. Christ, that pitch about your ideals being so old-fashioned and all that malarkey you dished out all summer. Oh, I knew you weren't 16 anymore. But I was fool enough to believe you were straight.
Who told you I wasn't straight? My loving brother-in-law, you believe
I
this?
called him liar at first, but then I checked on the story. First I asked our supply man who showers for Laurel. Then I spoke directly over long distance to this merchant.
Who is this merchant?
Capable!
Merchant Keeper of Laurel, I know the man. You whistled at me and I put him in his place, so now for a fact you make some stories about me.
3 people, capable, Stanley and Shaw, swear to
Rub
them!
it up, tub, 3 minutes, a tub is such a filthy tub.
Didn't you stay at a hotel called the Flamingo?
Flamingo? No. Tarantula was the name of it. I stayed at a hotel called Tarantula Arms.
Tarantula.
Yes, a big spider. That's where I brought my victims. Yes. woman is morally unfit for her position. True? Yes. I suppose unfit somehow. Anyway, so I came here. There was nowhere else I could go. I was played out. Do you know what played out is? My youth had suddenly gone out to the water spout. And I met you. You needed somebody. Well, I needed somebody too. I thank God for you because you seem to be gentle. A cleft in the rock of the world I can hide in. But I guess I was asking, hoping too much, keep before Stanley and Shaw have tied an old tin can to the tail of the kite.
You lied to me, Blanche.
Don't say I lied to you.
Lies. Lies! Lies! You know, all lies!
Never inside! I didn't lie in my heart! I used to sit over here and it used to sit over there and death was as close as you are. Only we'd never even dared admit we'd never heard of it. The opposite is desire. Do you wonder? Not far from Belrive, before we had lost Belrive, was a camp where they trained young soldiers. On Saturday nights, they would go out in town and get drunk, and on the back, they would stagger onto my lawn and call, Blanche! Blanche! The old deaf ladies and maybe suspected nothing. And sometimes, I would slip out to answer their call. Later, Paddy Wagon would pick them up like daisies the long way home. What do you want?
What I've been missing all summer.
Marry me, Mitch?
I don't think I want to marry you anymore.
No.
You're not clean enough to bring in house with my mother.
Get out then. Get out of here quick before I start screaming fire. Get out of here quick before I start screaming fire! 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 Fire!
doing okay.
How's the baby?
The baby won't come before morning. So they told me to go home and get a little shut-eye.
Does that mean we're to be alone in here?
Yep. Just you and me, Black. Unless you got somebody hid under the bed. What have you put on those fine feathers for, huh?
You left before my wire.
You got a wire?
Yes. I received a telegram from an old admirer of mine.
Anything good?
I think so, an invitation.
Oh. What to? A fireman's ball?
A cruise up the Caribbean on a yacht!
Well, what do you know?
Never been so surprised in my life.
I guess not.
Came in like a bolt out of the blue.
What did you say it was from?
An old foe of mine.
Oh, the one that gave you the white box piece.
Mr. Shep Huntley. I went out with him my last 2 years of college. I hadn't seen him again until last Christmas. I ran into him on Biscayne Boulevard, then just now this wire inviting me on a cruise of the Caribbean. The problem is clothes. I tore into my trunk to see what I have that is suitable for the tropics.
And come up with that gorgeous diamond tiara.
This old relic is only rhinestone.
God. I thought it was Tiffany diamond.
Well, anyhow, I shall be entertained in style.
Huh? Just goes to show you never know what is coming.
Just when I thought my luck had begun to fail me.
Into the picture pops this old Miami millionaire.
Man is not from Miami. This man is from Dallas.
Oh, this man is from
Yes,
Dallas.
this man is from Dallas where gold spouts out of the ground.
Well, just so he's from somewhere.
Close the curtains before you undress any further.
This is all I'm going to undress right now. Seen a bottle opener? You know, I used to have a cousin who could open a beer bottle with his teeth. That was his only accomplishment. All it could do. It was basically a human bottle opener. But then one time, at a wedding party, he broke his front teeth off. He was so ashamed of himself that he used to sneak out of the house when company came. Ah, rain from heaven. Shall we bury the hatchet and make it a loving cup, huh?
No, thank you.
Well, I guess it's a red letter night for both of us. You having an old millionaire, and me having a baby.
What are you doing here?
Here's something I always break out on special occasions like this. The silk pajamas I wore on my wedding night. When the telephone rings and they say, "You've got a son," I'll tear this off and wave it like a flag. I guess we're both entitled to put on the dog.
How divided it's going to be to have such a thing as privacy. Once more I shall weep with joy.
This millionaire from Dallas is not going to interfere with your privacy.
It won't be the sort of thing you have in mind. This man is a gentleman and he respects me. What he wants is my companionship. Having great wealth sometimes makes people lonely. A cultivated woman, a woman of intelligence and breeding can enrich a man's life immeasurably. I have those things to offer and this doesn't take him away. Physical beauty is passing, transitory possession. The beauty of the mind and richness of the soul and tenderness of the spirit, and I have all those things. Aren't taken away but grow, increase with the years. It's strange that I should be called a destitute woman when I have all of those treasures locked in my heart. I think of myself as a very, very rich woman. But I've been foolish, casting my pearls before swine.
Swine?
Yes,
huh?
swine! And I'm not only thinking of you, but of your friend, Mr. Mitchell. He came to see me tonight. He dare walk in here in his work clothes and repeat slander to me. Vicious stories he's gotten from you. And I gave him this walking paper.
You did, huh?
But then, he came back. He returned. Walks, roses, begged for my forgiveness. He implored my forgiveness. Some things aren't forgivable. Deliberate cruelty is not forgivable. It is the one unforgivable thing in my opinion, and it is the one thing of which I have never been guilty. So I said to him, I told him thank you. We've been foolish enough to think that we could ever adapt ourselves to each other. Ways of life are too different. Our attitudes and our backgrounds are incompatible. We've got to be realistic about these things. So farewell, my friend. Let there be no hard.
Was this before or after the telegram came from the Texas oil millionaire?
What telegram? Oh, no, after,
As a matter of fact, there wasn't no Wyatt at all. There isn't no millionaire. And Mitch didn't come back with roses, 'cause I know where he is. There isn't a goddamn thing but imagination.
God.
And lies and conceit and tricks. And look at yourself. Take a look at yourself in that worn-out Mardi Gras outfit, rented for 50 cents from some rat people, and with the crazy crown on. What kind of a queen do you think you are? I've been on you from the start. Not once did you pull any wool over this boy's eyes. You come in here and sprinkle the place with powder and spray perfume and cover the light ball with a paper lantern. And lo and behold, the place has turned into Egypt, and you're the queen of the Nile, sitting on your throne and swilling down my liquor. I say, ha ha! Do you hear me? Ha ha ha!
Don't come in here! Operator, I want to get in touch with Mr. Jeff Huntley of Dallas. Well, he's so well known, he doesn't require any address, just ask anybody. Oh no, I couldn't find him, but... Wait, I think so. Never mind. Western Union to take down this message. In desperate situation, calling the truck, calling.
You dropped the phone?
Let me get by you.
Get by me? Sure, go ahead.
You stand over there.
You got plenty of room to walk by me now.
No, with you standing there, but I've got to get out somehow.
You think I'll interfere with you? Come to think of it, maybe you wouldn't be bad to interfere with.
Stay back. Don't come any closer or else
What?
some awful thing will happen and will.
What are you putting on now?
Stop! I warned you I'm in danger!
What did you do that for?
So I can twist the broken ends in your face!
Oh, I bet you would know that.
I will if
So you want some roundhouse? All right, let's have some roundhouse. Tiger, tiger, chop the bottle top. Chop it. We've had this date with each other from the beginning.
Stay back!
Tune inside straight and naked, by God!
Ah, maldita sea tu suerte.
Put it in English, greaseball.
Cursing your rotten luck.
You know what luck is? Luck is believing you're lucky. Take that, Salerno. I believed I was lucky. I figured that 4 out of 5 would not come through, but I would. And I did. To hold front position in this rat race, you've got to believe you're lucky.
You, fool.
What's the matter with you?
I always did say men are callous things with no feelings, but this does fit everything, making pigs of themselves.
What's the matter with her?
How's my baby? You listen like a little angel. Brought you some grapes. Match?
She wouldn't eat anything and asked for a drink.
How is she?
Bathing.
What did you tell her?
I just told her we'd made arrangements for her to rest in the country
Hey, Mick, how many for you?
I just washed my hair. Did you? I'm not sure I got all the soap out.
Such fine hair.
No problem. Did I get any calls?
From Blanche.
Chef Hart?
No, not honey.
Strange.
Hey, Mick, come through.
I want an explanation of what's happening.
Please, Blanche.
Why are you looking at me like that? Is there something wrong with
You
me?
look wonderful, Blanche. Don't you look wonderful? Yes. I heard you're going on a trip, Blanche. Yes, she is. She's gone on vacation. I'm great with that, Blanche.
Help me get dressed.
Oh, wait. Is this what
I will do. I'm anxious to get out of here. This place is a trap.
such a pretty blue jacket? It's lilac color.
I'm both mistaken. It's Dahlia Robia blue. The blue of the old Madonna picture. Those cakes washed?
Huh?
Washed, I said. Are they washed?
They're from the French market.
Doesn't mean they are washed. I shall be buried at sea, sewn up in a clean white sack and dropped overboard at noon, in the blazing summer, in an ocean as blue as my first lover's eyes.
Someone's asking for Blanche.
It is for me that night with the gentleman I was expecting to come.
I think so, Blanche.
Oh, I'm not quite ready.
Wait outside. Everything packed,
My
Blanche?
silver toilet articles are still out.
They're waiting in front of the house.
They? Who's they?
There's a lady with them.
I cannot imagine who this lady might be, how she dressed.
Just sort of plain tailored outfit.
She's probably the...
Shall we go, Blanche?
We passed through that room.
I'll go with you.
How do I look?
Lovely.
Please don't get up. I'm only passing through.
Long doo-doo.
You're not the gentleman I was expecting. This man isn't Ship Huntley.
Did you forget something?
Yes, I did. I forgot something.
Doc, you better go in.
There's the ring bell.
says she forgot something.
That's all right.
What did you forget, Blanche?
It don't matter. We can pick it up later.
Yeah, sure, we can send it along with the trunk.
I don't know you. I don't know you. I want to be left alone, please.
You left nothing here but sweet talcum and an empty perfume bottle. Unless it's the paper lantern you want to take with you. You want the lantern? Miss Dubois!
Ask her to let go of me.
Let go.